Hello, and welcome to my channel. I don't own any of the Haikyuu characters or music or anything other than the plot. This doesn't in any way describe how the Haikyuu characters act. It is just for fun, so don't take any of this seriously. All of this is happening IRL unless said otherwise. Enjoy.
Oikawa looks at his phone to check the time again before sighing. What time did that kid say he will come? 1:30. He must be here soon. It is already 1:25. Oikawa says, not satisfied, as he looks at Kuro. He should have already arrived. Yeah, but I will give him the last 5 minutes before I cancel on him. Kids these days have no idea how to manage time. Kuro nods before glancing another time at his watch. I am eliminating this kid before the interview. How many people do we still have to meet? If you are getting tired, go home. I can continue the rest alone. Let me at least be part of choosing the first talent of our company before I go abroad. All the management will be on you later. Have you started writing again? Yeah, I am still writing the outline and brainstorming ideas, so I don't have anything solid yet. That's good, then. Oikawa nods when a tall figure approaches. They both stand up as the younger person bows before sitting on the chair. Natsumi Akira. Yes, sir. You are early. Your appointment is at 2. I prefer to be early. Natsumi says before lowering his head after glancing at Oikawa, who is staring intensely at him. That's good. Stop staring at him like that, you are scaring the kid. If staring scares him, he has to leave because everyone will be looking at him if he becomes an actor. I am not scared. Kuro smirks when he looks at the kid again. Are you still in high school? No, he is over 20. Huh. Oikawa looks back at Kuro confused, before looking back at the paper in front of him. I am only 17, Natsumi says before raising his head to look at Kuro, who is still smirking. But that is not what you said last time we met. Did we meet? Go back to the X bar. Natsumi's eyes widen as he stares at Kuro. Oh, Oikawa says as he leans his face on his hand while staring at the boy. So, how old are you? I can explain. We don't want liars around. You can leave. I can explain. Go. I won't before you hear my explanation. Natsumi says as he locks eyes with Oikawa. What happened to the shy kid, few seconds ago? Shit. But I am here for an acting interview, doesn't this prove I can act? Oikawa lets out a small laugh as he raises his eyebrow as he looks at Kuro. We prefer you to leave the acting to the acting interview. Sorry. You can leave now. Can I get a second chance? Oikawa glances at Kuro, who shakes his head. Thank you for your time. Natsumi bites his lips before standing up and bowing, then leaving. He was the last person for today, right? Kuro nods before he collects all the paper and places them in his bag. After he drops Oikawa at Kageyama's house, he heads toward the restaurant near the volleyball team. I am so sorry, I made you wait. Don't worry, I am the one who was too early. Kuro smirks as he takes a seat across from Iwaizumi, who hands him a menu. Did you succeed at finding talent? No, not yet, Kuro says before sighing. If they succeed in the personality interview, they fail in the talent department. Well, can't you get them into acting classes? If they had a bit of acting skill, then yes. But the majority cannot act, so enrolling them in acting classes will take forever before I can land them a series. Iwaizumi nods before placing his hand over Kuro's hand. I know you will find someone that will be worth it soon. Yeah, but enough about that. Sure thing, cutie pie. Is there anything I can do so you will stop calling me that? No, fine, whatever, Kuro says as he calls the waiter that takes their order. You know that you always ask me to stop calling you cutie pie with a pout. Which makes you look even cuter. Where the hell do I look cute? Everywhere. But I am nowhere near cute. You are the definition of cute. Your definition of cute is way off. Really. But these puppy eyes say something different. What? Puppy eyes? The eyes you are looking at me with. They are not. Keep looking like that, and I will kiss you. We are in public. Do I look like I care? But I do. ? And so do I. Iwaizumi turns his head to the side with a frown as an older version of Kuro, standing near them with his arms crossed on his chest. Dad, surprised. I thought you would come next week from abroad. Well, I wrapped up work early and wanted to surprise you. How did you know I am here, though? That was a coincidence. I came to eat before heading to your room. Kuro's smile gets wider as he stands up and pulls his dad in a bear hug. I missed you. Me too, son. But aren't you a bit old for hugging your dad? Never. And he says, he's not cute. Iwaizumi whispers as Kuro's dad laughs as he glances at Iwaizumi. He pats Kuro's back a couple of times before Kuro lets go of the grasp. Sit with us. I am not going to ruin your date. I will meet you afterward in your room. I don't mind, sir, if you join us. It's all right. Just have fun for now, boys, and we will talk later. Kuro's dad smiles at Iwaizumi before ruffling Kuro's hair and walking back to his table. Iwaizumi glances at Kuro's dad one more time before looking back at Kuro, who is still smiling in his direction. Your dad. I already told you. Yes, but I thought he would just allow it and not accept it. It might have been like that at first but not anymore. Iwaizumi nods as he caresses his thumb over Kuro's hand. Kuro glances at Iwaizumi, who has been silently eating for the past few minutes as a warm smile spreads on his face. Are you nervous? Not really. But I am a bit uncomfortable that your dad is here. So what happened to the, I don't care if we are in public, guy, huh? Oh, so you don't mind me kissing you in front of your dad? Iwaizumi says as he raises an eyebrow, making Kuro drop his smile and glance at his dad, who is reading a book as he eats. Shut up. Why can't I ever win in teasing you? 'Cause you just can't. Not fair. Well, life is never fair. Just eat. Kuro says as he picks a piece of chicken and shoves it in Iwaizumi's mouth, making him laugh. I prefer being fed gently. Then what about not being fed at all? Kuro says as he takes a bite of his food with a tiny pout. I can always eat it from your mouth, though. Iwaizumi. Kuro yelps as his eyes widen at the man smirking in front of him. I bet it will taste sweeter. You are too much. Only for you, cutie pie. Whatever. They continue the rest of the lunch with Kuro pouting and Iwaizumi smiling as he teases him. Are you going back to the team? No, I am heading home. But it's still early. I took the rest of today off. Oh, I will go with you. Kuro nods as they head towards Kuro's car and get in. You didn't have the day off just cause my dad showed up, or did you? No, I took it earlier before I knew. Kuro nods as he drives off to their building, before heading to their floor. Why didn't you enter? I was waiting for you. Since when do you wait for me to open my room? Kuro's dad glances at Iwaizumi, who is still standing at the end of the hallway. What? Kuro glances at Iwaizumi, who was walking slowly toward them. I wasn't sure if you two were living together or not, so I didn't want to intervene on his privacy. Oh. Kuro's dad nods as Kuro opens the door to his room, allowing his dad inside. We actually don't. I see. Kuro says as he looks at Iwaizumi, who has followed them inside silently. He lives in the room across from me. So, that's how you two met. Kind of. What does that mean? We actually met at work. Oh, he is also a manager. Kuro's dad nods as he walks and sits on the couch once Iwaizumi takes the luggage from his hand and carries it to Kuro's room. And how long have you two been dating? 4 months. Is that why you still have told me about him? Not really. It's already been over a year since we met and started talking. Kuro's dad looks at his son and then at Iwaizumi, who has sat near Kuro. Then why didn't I hear anything about him yet? No reason. Tetsuro. Really? I don't know why I never brought it up. Probably because our relationship started with me hating him. And I didn't want to talk about him. Then what happened? I moved here, and he ended up being my neighbor. Are you telling me a drama story? It really went like that. Kuro says with a laugh. Then you two started bickering until you fell in love. Kind of. What in the cliché drama is this? Sorry, my love life is just a cliché and not something new. You aren't fun. Well, too bad I like it like that. Kuro's father shifted his gaze from his son to Iwaizumi, who was still silent. Do your parents know about my son? My mom does. I see. But she definitely isn't meeting him ever again. Kuro glances at Iwaizumi before placing his hand over his and squeezing it a bit. Well, it may take time for some people to come around. I doubt she ever will. Since when does she know, your preference? I was 15. So close to 14 years. I am so sorry, son. Son. Iwaizumi mumbled under his breath before glancing at Kuro and then at his father. Well, as long as you are good to my kid, you are my son too. Thank you, sir. Well, then, you two enjoy the rest of the day. I will get some rest. Kuro nods as his dad gets up and enters Kuro's bedroom before closing the room. Wanna go to the rooftop? Kuro nods before Iwaizumi stands up and pulls Kuro to his feet, making him stumble. But before Kuro can let go of Iwaizumi's hand, Iwaizumi pulls him toward his body and wraps his hands around Kuro's shoulders. Kuro's hand hovered over Iwaizumi's back for a second before tightening his arms around Iwaizumi's waist. I am so lucky to have you by my side. Me too. Suddenly the door opens, making Kuro jump back with his face beet red. Don't mind me, son. I forgot my phone. Kuro's dad walks toward them before picking up his phone and then walking back to the room. Let's head upstairs, Kuro says as he sprints towards the door with Iwaizumi following. God, this is so embarrassing. Well, at least it was just a hug. I would have died if he saw me kissing you. Iwaizumi rubs Kuro's head, making him turn to look at him. As long as my dad is here, we will avoid touching. Even holding hands. That's fine. Iwaizumi immediately grabs Kuro's hand and intertwines their fingers. But that only applies when we are in your room or around your dad, right? Kuro nods slowly as he looks at Iwaizumi with a raised eyebrow. Then, do you wanna sleep in my room? Ellipsis. Wanna. But I don't want to Avenue dad alone. You are staying in a room across from him. Also, if he doesn't find you at home, he definitely knows where you are. Kuro nods before Iwaizumi kisses his cheek. Kuro presses his lips together before tightening his hold on Iwaizumi's hand. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe.